welcome back. This is the Muffin here. Man, do I love the crazy ideas my subscriber had. This is another subscriber request of doing the T-34 American heavy tank versus the Russian Tier 5 T-34. And we're going to go head to head to see how many T-37 T-34 Russian tanks can take on in terms of the American T-34 heavy tanks. Now, one of these is a Tier 8, which is the American tank, and the Russian, as I had already mentioned, is the Tier 5. So there's 7 of the Russian T-34s, and we're going to just start out with 2 American T-34s. Now, the American T-34 differences between these tanks, outside of the fact that they're much different tiers from each other, is the American T-34, and also being a heavy tank, is it has, in comparison to what the cannon can do, is quite derpy. You're going to see once these T-34s get hit, the Russian T-34s, I mean, by the American T-34, it takes a chunk of damage, chunk of hit points just out of these tanks each time they're hit. So and each one of the Russian T-34s hits one of these American T-34s, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. It's very, very minor to what the American T-34s do. Now, there are some advantages. The fact the Russian T-34 has better mobility, has a much faster reload. The American T-34 has a much slower reload. Obviously, it has a much higher average damage cannon. It's not going to have that hard of a time penetrating these Russian T-34s. And its accuracy also is not great. So in doing 7 Russian T-34s against 2 American T-34s, 1 American T-34 is down, and he is taking the hits. Unfortunate ricochet right off that Russian T-34, finishing off the first round with the Russian T-34s winning. Now we're going to turn up the heat and now do 3 American T-34s. I have to make sure I specify what's American and what's Russia or Russian when I'm talking about these two, because I can't just say T-34. It's confusing. Confusing me even when narrating this or talking. So now 3 American T-34s. We're just going to see what is going to happen. Looks like both groups are taking the center. Pretty effective. Great area for the Russian T-34s to get some eyes and spot. The American T-34s have good gun depression, so they can really use that to peek over. Now the maps are completely random. I don't choose them, I just have them on the random setting when we do rooms. Ooh, Russian T-34s pushing over here on the one side, putting them in a pinch. American T-34s having to be careful with their shots. There's only one team going to be taking away the title of the T-34. And quite a bit of red on those American T-34s when the Russian T-34s are looking at them. Now, if there was no way, ooh, what a crazy shot. The American T-34 does not penetrate the rear of a Russian Tier 5 T-34. Seeing some crazy Russian bias here at its best. So still all 3 American T-34s in the fight. 4 Russian T-34s left. Another one down. After this, we're just gonna go a little crazy here, and we're gonna just fill the room with T-34s against 4. Excuse me, I've got to clarify what I'm talking about here. We're gonna fill the room with Russian T-34s against 4 American T-34s. What I mean by fill the room is there's not just going to be 7. We're going to have to have the Russian T-34s at the beginning of the match on the American T-34 side go over and join on a room maxed out, and they're all going to go against 4 American T-34s. So let's see, 7 on 1, 4, so that would be 10 Russian T-34s. And that is it. So with 3 American T-34s, they were able to do it. Okay, so here we go. 4 American T-34s versus 10 Russian T-34s. We're going to see how this goes depending on who wins. We're going to give 1 extra of whichever to the other side. All right, T-34 or American T-34 spotted. They're coming in flanking. This is going to be a pretty tough position. They're all holed down, protecting this area pretty well. 2 Russian T-34s already down. Not a good way to start. This is going to be a very difficult position. Some Russian T-34s are going to have to come along the rear. Technically, all 10 Russian T-34s at the beginning could probably rush all of these American T-34s and probably have a good chance of taking them out. But the fact that, wow, able to bounce must just be hitting that gun mantlet just right. The American T-34 has pretty good penetration. Some of the American T-34s taking hits. They're playing pretty wisely. 3 down. The American T-34s are doing a great job holding on to their position. And the Russian T-34s are falling apart. All right, so it looks like in the next match, we are going to do 3 American T-34s versus 11 Russian T-34s and just see how this plays out. So the ultimate T-34 battle right here. Man, just look at them come in. Just a swarm of Russian T-34 tanks. I don't know who felt more intimidated. If it was the American T-34 players or if it was the Russian T-34 players. Yeah, those American T-34 turrets are strong. And here we go. They're coming in, starting to swarm. Coming in with their power of numbers. And you can just see how the American T-34, obviously being a heavy versus a medium, just does not quite have the maneuverability. He's getting circled of death. Bleeding hit points. Things are not looking too good for the American T-34s. There is still a lot of them. Only 2 of the Russian T-34s are down. And they are just getting hit from just about everywhere. Ooh, 1 American T-34 down. Oh, 2 down. And last one. And that is it. The ultimate T-34 American versus the Russian T-34 battle. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Keep the subscriber requests coming. Just love them. This is the Muffin here. You guys stay cool and keep tanking.